everyone. Welcome to my first live video chat. I'm so excited to start talking to all you guys. So send questions now on Twitter and Facebook using the buttons below. And don't forget, #TalkLiveChat. Okay, let's get started. Okay, I have one here. Kristen Alderman says, I realize that The Talk is your baby. Has it grown to be the show that you originally envisioned? Well, I'll say that I think when you have an idea, you're sitting alone in a room, and that's exciting, but not as exciting as when there's like over 100 people helping you make the vision come true. So I would say the show has totally exceeded my original vision. And I'd say there's areas where it's gotten closer to my original vision from when we started. Like, for example, I had always kind of wanted to connect with viewers like the way I'm even doing right now. And I think as the show is growing, there's more room to do that so that the audience is really becoming a part of our conversation. And then in other ways, it's changed. It started out as, more of a mom talk show, and now it's focusing on us more as girlfriends, which being girlfriends was part of the original concept, but it's moved away a little bit from the mom thing. But I think that's better. Anytime you have an idea, as you start to do it in the real world, you see which pieces work best, which don't, which are organic to the group you're working with. So I'm really excited about it. And mostly I'm just grateful for all the brilliant and talented people around me that have helped it become more than I ever imagined. Okay. I've got another one. Jessica Lau, I'm not sure how to say that. I loved you on Roseanne. Thank you. And when you start on The Big Bang Theory, how hard is it to go from being on a TV show to being a talk show host and balancing a family? Okay, well, it's really hard to go from acting to becoming a talk show host. I never thought of myself as a talk show host. If somebody told me 10 years ago I was going to be one, I wouldn't have believed it. I was panicked to even be a talk show guest. I think that the way I've dealt with it is just, I'm never going to be like a slick talk show host. I'm never going to have that kind of personality. So I've tried to just bring what's real and hope that that's enough, just bringing my authentic feelings, my authentic reactions, and people can watch me be awkward, and maybe that's interesting for them, because I'm never going to be like as smooth as Julie Chen or as smooth as Ryan Seacrest. I just wasn't blessed with that gift. So I just try to bring my own thing to it. And then in terms of balancing a family, I think that's difficult for any person who's trying to have a career. Even if you're just a stay-at-home mom, balancing the needs of a family is really difficult. I'm always reassessing. I'm feeling guilty a lot, like I think a lot of moms do. I just think you feel like you're never doing enough, and that's probably part of being a mom. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Waiting. Okay. John Grist, what is it like acting on The Big Bang Theory as Leslie Winkle? Well, it was great. I haven't done it in a while because I've been doing this show, but I love Chuck Lorre, who created that show. I love Johnny Galecki. Of course, he played my boyfriend and then my husband on Roseanne. So it was awesome to work with him again. It's a brilliant show, and it was a blast. It was a great group of people to work with and a great show. Okay, let's see what's coming up. What was it like? Oh, John Grist again. What was it like working with legends John Goodman and Roseanne Barr on Roseanne? It was incredible. I mean, I feel so lucky to have worked with John, Roseanne, Lori, Johnny Galecki, Lisi, Michael. I mean, everybody was just so incredible to work with. I love them as people and as talents, and what a great place to learn how to act, and what great people to learn from. Okay, so exciting seeing what's going to happen. Okay. Okay, Sarah McCauley says, congrats on the success of your show. Thank you, Sarah. It says, I've been watching since season 1 and haven't missed a show yet. You 5 seem to have such great chemistry, and I love you all. What's it like working with those ladies? It's awesome working with them. It truly feels like, when you have close girlfriends, that exciting feeling to be around them, to share your details of your life with them. So I feel like we have that at work. We sit in a green room meeting every morning at 8 a.m. when we get here, and the meeting, we could probably do the meeting in 10 or 15 minutes, and we sit around for 45 minutes until our EP, John Redmond, kicks us out and is like, you guys have to go to hair and makeup, and then we're still finding each other in the breaks, talking, gossiping, talking about our lives. So for me, having those women in my lives, forget about the show, just as people, has made my life so much richer. And then I think as a byproduct of that comes across when we're on camera, because we can really bust each other on things we know about each other. We have great chemistry. We trust each other. So I think we're willing to share more of ourselves because we trust each other and we have each other's backs. And then since it's never malicious, I think we're not afraid to disagree with each other in a respectful way. So I feel truly blessed and grateful to have them around me. Okay. At SciRN says, why don't you wear skirts or dresses? You have the cutest little shape. Why hide? That's cute. Thank you. I do wear dresses sometimes when we go to events. For me, I'm such a casual jeans and t-shirt person that I feel weird being in a dress when it's just like, oh, it's just Wednesday at 10 a.m. I don't know. I just feel funny. So, but I definitely think that it's fun sometimes to change it up, and that's why when I go to like more fancy things, I'll do it. But I guess in my everyday life, I just feel better in jeans and a t-shirt. Okay, Susan Hirsch says, if you were not acting, what would you be doing? Well, I guess I'd be a talk show host. If I wasn't doing something in entertainment, I studied photography. I love doing that. I always thought it would be interesting maybe to be like a therapist, but then maybe that's weird because you're like, oh yeah, hi, remember me? Try to ignore the fact that you've seen me on TV, but I'm your therapist now. So I think that would be like a hard transition maybe for people, but that's, psychology is really interesting to me, how people's minds work, why they work the way they do, and maybe helping people break patterns of the way they're thinking. That seems like an interesting profession to me. Okay. At Forever Your Boy says, what was it like working with Drew Barrymore and Poison Ivy? That was awesome. It was so many years ago. I ended up working with Drew again after that. She's just a light. She's a great, fun person to be around, bubbly, loving, very sweet. And we were teenagers running around LA having fun. So it was definitely a fun experience. Okay, this one is from at Let's Go to the Beach, and it says, what's your favorite thing to do in your spare time? I guess I know your favorite thing is to go to the beach. My favorite thing to do in my spare time, I wish I could say something maybe more like probably personally enriching than this, but I end up surfing the internet all the time, looking for design stuff or just looking up different topics. I love reading people's weird message boards on different things. Again, it's sort of like the psychology thing. I like seeing how people's minds work, hanging out with friends and stuff, hanging out with my kids, stuff like that. Okay, at Vala Black says, so do I stick around for at the Sara Gilbert's talk live chat, or do I study? #important life decisions. Oh, that's a no-brainer. I don't even need to answer that. Oh, at Forever Your Boy wants to know if I'm still connected to Roseanne, if I still talk to her. Yeah, I love Roseanne. We don't talk all the time, but I'm always thrilled to see her and talk to her. She was here not that long ago. She's been on the show a couple times, and I was so young when I started the show that she is like this kind of mother figure to me. So she's my kooky mom. Samantha wants to know the future plans for the show. We are, planning to do a lot of stuff like this, a lot more social media, a lot more connecting with you guys on the air and off. And I know we have great guests this year. We want to build on what we were doing last year. I think we've been getting more comfortable with each other, more outrageous, revealing more things. So the makeup-free episode that we did for the first episode is a good example of how we want to move forward. We want to really show you guys behind the scenes what we're like. So we're going to be showing more of our personalities, hopefully. Okay, Zephyr Love says, Do you ever get older? You look the same as always. Clearly, you did not see the makeup-free show. But thank you so much. That's really sweet. Okay. Amanda Marie Dellinger says, how do you feel about the ban on sodas smaller than 16 ounces? I don't know anything about that. Does that mean they can't sell small cans because they're for kids or something like that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big soda fan because I think, it's like junk food, and obviously I'm vegan, macrobiotic, but I'm as extreme as you get on that side. So I'm not a good person to ask about food stuff because I always go to the take all the sugar out, take all the fun out. Okay. At Crystal Zogas says, would you ever have at one Candid Fish on the talk? That's Michael Fishman, who plays my brother. You should, or on Big Bang, he'd be great. Well, I don't decide who's on Big Bang. And I don't really, I would love to have Michael on here. That would be great if he had something he wanted to come on and talk about. I love Michael, and he's like a brother to me. Seems fun. Oh, Becky from Facebook wants to know if we would do makeup free again. I'm not planning on it this second, but we've sort of said if there was a good reason to do it, of course we'd do it. If there was something that made it not just doing it for no good reason, but yeah, if there was a reason, I'm sure everyone would be game. Next week's guests, you guys want to know? I know next week we have Christina Applegate. We have John Cryer coming up on Friday, I think. And then I know later in the month we have Neil Patrick Harris. Okay. Oh, okay. Why didn't you go to at the real Roseanne's roast? You were missed. You should have roasted her. I wanted to go to her roast, and I had to go to Disneyland for my daughter's birthday, and it went too late. And we were trying to figure it out how to get from there to the thing, and I just couldn't make it in time. But I was really disappointed it happened to fall on that day. Okay. Okay. So Emily Cronoyer. Oh, it's at Miss So Emily, I think, says, I love the talk. Congrats on season 3. Thank you, Emily. How do you become known? I want to be someone. Can I have advice? Well, you already are someone. But I would say, I think if you make the goal your passion, what is your passion? Is it being a talk show host? Is it being an actor? Is it being a singer? Not worry about being known, but just worry about getting the best you can at that thing, studying, going to acting class, voice class, whatever you can do to be the best. Because I think the best way to get known is to be the best in your field or one of the best. So I would say focus on your passion, and the steps will become obvious to you what you should do. And if you want to be a talk show host, go make a little podcast thing. There's so many ways now people can put themselves on YouTube, make little videos. There's ways for people to be creative without tons of money, and they can make yourself what you want to be. And once you have that, you have the vision, because other people aren't going to have the vision for you. You have to become how you want people to see you. Okay. It's Sock Monkey says, do you have any pets? I don't have any pets. I feel like because I've got 2 kids, I want to put all my attention on taking care of someone onto them. So right now I don't have any pets. What's my favorite thing to do with my kids? I've noticed that sometimes I can get lazy and I'll be like, oh, let's just hang out around the house. And the truth is, when I actually get motivated and do something fun, go to some art class with them or go, run around with them, we end up having more fun. So I would say when we do art stuff together, it's really sweet. That's probably one of my favorite things. Or going to the movies, that's cute. Watching them have that experience. Last question. Okay. Marie M says, what are you most looking forward to on the talk this season? I guess I'm most looking forward to just having fun with my co-hosts. Honestly, we have such a blast doing the show. Every day there's stuff, hearing the funny things that they all say. Just just being here. You know, it's great. I really miss it when we're on break, so I'm just happy to be here. Thank you guys so much. This was great. I can't wait to talk to you again. I love feeling like we get to talk to each other and not just me on the show, but love hearing your questions and can't wait to do it again. Thank you.